If you're not working on yourself, you are limiting your clients, your confidence, and your income. Let me repeat that because it's the core of everything I'm going to share with you today. If you're not working on yourself, you are putting a ceiling on your business, and for realtors, it can cost you millions. So now, why do I say that? Because the truth is, people don't just buy real estate through you. They first buy you. They buy your certainty, your energy, and they buy your ability to guide them through what is, for most people, the single most important financial decision of their lives. Think about it for a second. If someone is about to make a decision worth $1 million dirham or 2 million or 10 million dirhams, do you think they are just buying a piece of land or an apartment or a villa? No, they are buying trust. They are buying reassurance. They are buying leadership. Every single client is silently asking themselves these three questions. Can I trust this person to lead me into the right property? Do they know what they are doing? Do I feel certain with that person? Do I feel safe with them guiding me? Are they really understanding my concerns? Can I open up with them? And here's the uncomfortable truth. If you are not growing, you are shrinking. And if you are shrinking, so is your business. Okay, so most realtors think growth comes from doing more cold calls, more ads, more listings. And look, I get it. I've been there. But that's the obvious way, right? If you want more business, if you want to close more deals, you do more activity. But let me tell you this, the most valuable investment you can make in real estate isn't in the ads. It isn't in lead generation, and it's not even in chasing listings. The most valuable investment is in yourself. Because here's the question, when you grow, your clients grow with you. Your confidence grows, your influence grows, and so does your income. You become more confident in positioning yourself as a luxury realtor versus selling 500 or 700,000 dirham studios. Hey, I'm Aanant Bisht. I'm a founder of Realtor One. I've personally sold over 200 million dirhams of real estate in India and Dubai. And today I want to take you into a deep framework that I call the Realtor Growth Triangle. The three levers that if you master them, you make unstoppable into the business. So let me introduce to the framework here. Over the years, I have had the privilege of working and observing hundreds of realtors, and I noticed something fascinating. Some of them thrive while some struggle, and some of them burn out completely and quit. And I asked myself, what separates the one who build long, sustainable, prosperous careers from the ones who barely make it? It wasn't the knowledge of the market. It wasn't who had the fanciest suit or the biggest advertising budgets. It wasn't who had the slickest website or the flashiest car. The best realtors, the ones who really built long-lasting success, were the ones who worked on themselves first. They built the inner foundation that made everything else easier. And after years of studying, coaching, and observing, I have narrowed it down to three levers, three areas that determine your growth. And here they are. Client boosting, building deep trust and delivering massive value, so clients become a lifelong advocates of you. Confidence, the presence, energy, and certainty you bring into every interaction. And third, influence, positioning yourself as a trusted authority people naturally follow. Together, these three forms what I call the Realtor Growth Triangle. And when you master these three levers, you just don't close deals. You build a career of influence, income, and impact. You stop chasing transaction and you start attracting opportunities and like-minded clients that you want to work with. So lever one, client boosting. Let's start with the first lever, client boosting. Most realtors spend 90% of their energy on chasing new clients, ads, cold calls, door knocking, random emailing, buying leads. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a part of the game. But the strongest, most profitable, most consistent source of business isn't in chasing. It's referrals. And referrals don't come from selling. They come from influencing and gaining trust with likabilities. When you boost your client's experience, when you show them you care, when you educate them, when you protect them from risk, you don't just earn a commission, you earn their loyalty. Let me paint a picture. Imagine you are a client. and you are nervous, okay? And you are about to buy your first home in Dubai. It's a alien country. You've not had roots before here. And there are two agents are available. Agent 1 is smooth, confident, and tells you this is the best property for you. Agent B says, hey, here are the 3 things to look for a property like this, and here are the risk I see, and here are the questions I would be asking if I were in your shoes. On a very basic, simple terms, who do you think you're going to trust more? Obviously, agent B. Why? Because they are not selling, they are guiding you, and guidance creates trust. One realtor I know made this exact shift. He stopped pitching, he started educating. He sent clients short videos answering their quick FAQs when a new launch would come. He created checklists, comparison structures. He explained the risk no one else mentioned. And what happened? His business doubled in a very short period of time without spending a dirham more on ads. And here's the formula: boost your client, they boost your reputation, and your reputation builds your business. So a quick audience exercise that you can do is like, think about your last client. Ask yourself, did I serve them beyond the transaction, or did I just close the deal and went on to the next one? Write down one thing you could have done to make their experience unforgettable. Lever 2, confidence. Now the second lever, confidence. Confidence is often misunderstood. It's not arrogance. It's not being the loudest voice in the room. Confidence is quiet certainty, and certainty is a magnet. When a client sits across from you, they are not just evaluating your words. They are feeling your energy. They are scanning your body language. They are asking themselves, do I trust this person to lead me through this process? Does he know Dubai well? Is he the right person to guide me? Will he be there when we come back again and we want to resell? Like, 2 agents can walk into the same meeting with the same property and the same data, and one with more certainty will win the client. And here's the secret. Real confidence doesn't come from pretending. Clients can sniff that out. Real confidence comes from preparation, from working on yourself daily. It shows up in your health. It shows up in how you dress up, how strongly you take up your business. It shows up in how you manage your stress. It shows up in your knowledge of the market. And it definitely shows up if you have become a specialist in that area which you are promoting or you are selling. Okay. So the next point. If you are running into a meeting stressed, unprepared, or drained, how can you expect your clients to feel confident in you? Here's the rule I live by. If you are not working on your energy, you are lowering your income. One agent I coached was struggling to close deals, even though she knew the market inside out. We worked on her scripts, not on her ads, but on her habits, on her beliefs, on what does she subconsciously believe about sales and what are the skill sets she has. And within 3 months, her entire presence changed. Her voice was steadier, her posture was stronger. She was already living into a frame where she had closed deals before they really happened, and her closing rate actually doubled. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being prepared. It's about believing in your ability to deliver. Like, look at any big sportsman. Like, how do they walk on a pitch? Confident because they know that they're going to score runs. If you are aware of cricket, they're confident because they have prepared through repetition. They have spent hundreds of hours to play 60-minute game. That is the preparation before the actual game. So coming to the lever 3, influence. The difference between a salesperson and an authority is simple. Salespeople chase, authorities attract. Influence means shaping how people think. It's when people come to you before they even need you, because they already trust your perspective. Think of it like this. Like, you can chase a client one by one with calls and ads, or you can create one piece of content, a video, an article, a seminar that speaks to hundreds, and you become consistent with it every week, every month. You keep posting about that specific thing. That's influence. And influence compounds. The more you show up, the more authority you build. The more authority you build, the easier it is for you and for your clients to trust you without having to prove themselves every time. Like, I know a realtor who decided to post one video every day on Instagram, answering common buyer questions. Nothing fancy, no paid ads, just consistent, clear content, and sending regular DMs and answering DMs. Within a year, people were DMing her. And I feel like I know you already. Can you help me buy a purchase? We'll be in Dubai for a week. Can you guide us if Dubai would be a right investment for us? That's the power of influence. Remember this line. If you are invisible, you are replaceable. But if you are influential, you are unforgettable. Okay, so write down one platform where your clients spend time, like Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Ask yourself, am I showing up there consistently or am I invisible? See, invisible influence can look small but very powerful. It's like hosting coffee chats, sharing stories of client wins on WhatsApp groups, or running first free time buyer webinars. Influence isn't always a big stage. Sometimes it's just consistency showing up where your audience hangs out. Now, let's connect the dots. When you work on yourself, your confidence grows. That confidence helps you boost clients because you show up as a leader they can trust. Those boosted clients talk about you and they recommend you, and that builds influence. And that influence, that's what translates into deals and into commissions. It's a cycle and it all starts with you. So the next time you are tempted to spend more on ads or buy more leads, ask yourself, am I investing in one thing that multiplies everything else? So don't invest in S&P, invest in SNME. Stop investing in Nifty 50. Start investing in Nifty Me. You are going to always get more returns than your investments in the market. I don't want to just inspire you. I want you to leave you with steps so that you can take immediately. Here are 4 categories of actions that will move your needle, especially if you're a realtor. A, client boosting actions. Map the client journey. Write down every step of your client's experience and from the first call to post sale. Find one place to add a wow factor, maybe a handwritten note, maybe a small house warming gift, maybe a personalized checklist. Okay, adopt a 24-hour rule. Respond to every client message within 12 to 24 hours. No excuses. Speed creates trust. Educate with content. Instead of repeating answers, record short explanatory videos about any new launch, anything that you think you are going to be answering again and again. Send them to your clients beforehand. This positions you as their advisor. Confidence actions. Daily performance habits. Choose one ritual that energizes you, a workout, journaling, or even practicing affirmations. Small, consistent action builds unshakable confidence. Sharpen your skills weekly. Dedicate 1 hour per week to study negotiations, market insights, or communication. Confidence is competence applied. Record yourself. Twice or thrice a week, record yourself presenting a property. Watch it back. Notice your body language, tone, clarity. Small tweaks can be massive results. Okay. Other things you can do for influence action is publish weekly. Post 7 pieces of content on LinkedIn, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts. It doesn't have to go viral. It just has to show that you are consistent. Host micro events. Invite 5 to 10 people for a coffee chat, webinar, or a Q&A about what you are educating people. Influence begins in small gatherings. Leverage your testimonials. Collect short client video testimonials. Post them. People trust more than they trust ads. Money and growth mindset. Reinvest 20% of your commission to self-growth, courses, books, coaching. This fund compounds because the fastest way to grow is to invest in yourself. Invest in your headshots, your bio, your LinkedIn profile. These are silent ambassadors of your authority. Get a professional photo shoot done and use those photos again and again. Network up. Spend time with people ahead of you. Influence is contagious. Okay, so some of the audience challenges that you can do is don't try to do it all. Pick one action from each category, stick to it for 20 to 30 days. Small consistent action compound into massive results. So if you are not working on yourself, you are capping your potential. You're capping your income, your influence, and the number of people you can serve. Real estate industry doesn't need more pushy salespeople. It needs leaders, trusted advisors, confident professionals who raise their bar. So stop asking, how do I get more clients? And start asking, how do I become the kind of person clients want to work with? What has to change in me so that I should be making $1 million dirham in commission? Because when you grow, your business grows. Confidence creates clients. Clients build influence and influence creates income. Let's raise the standard of this industry together. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, just press a like button, and I've put a link of joining my free community where I'm giving you an invisible influence module worth 6,000 AD free. So press the link and you can learn how to influence. I'll see you on the other side. Thank you for watching.